We just had the coin toss, and I think Alabama won the toss, Jimmy, and of course elected to receive. That means the LSU's #1 ranked team in the United States on total defense will be in action. And Jimmy, this of course is the key game of the season. I think both of these teams have been looking ahead for the last couple of weeks.
I think so too, Paul. I look for an exciting football game this afternoon. Beautiful weather here in Birmingham, Alabama.
It couldn't be better. 55 degrees, Jimmy. There's not a cloud in the sky, and Alabama is coming out for the kickoff. Who do you like?
I like LSU. I look for an upset. I hope they play very well, play strong against a good Bama team.
There's the series, 31-10-4 in favor of Alabama. Last year was 24-7, the opening game. And of course, there's more than 80,000 on hand, and there's a lot of LSU fans on hand here in Legion Field. I saw them all last night, all over the city. They were having a great time. Craig Turner, number 43, will be back deep with Joey Jones, number 4. Craig Turner usually does most of their kicking, but for this game, they've got the flanker, the junior. The fastest man on the Alabama team will be back deep in the middle of that field, awaiting the kickoff from Juan Carlos Betanzos, teeing it up at the 40. And we're about ready to go. Once beaten Alabama against the undefeated LSU Tigers. Just a high, short kick. Signals for a fair catch at the 25-yard line. And folks, that is not a missed hit kick. That is a kick that Carlos has perfected. It's a short kick. It looks like he muffed it, but it's a high kick, and it forces the returning teams to fair catch it at the 25, and it's good defensive position for LSU. There's the Crimson Tide offensive backs and receivers. The key, number 10, Walter Lewis. Moore, Lenny Patrick, Carter's your right halfback out of the wishbone, and Jones is your flanker. Jones goes flank to the right. LSU, 3 down linemen. 1st and 10. Jesse Bendros, 2 wide receivers now for Bama out of the wishbone. Fumble. Walter Lewis coughs it up on the first play. He got it back. Walter Lewis on the fumble. He got it right back. They lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. The Tigers defensive line, Malonson, Elko, Dardart, Marshall, and Joyner up front. Boy, have they done a job this year. There's the defensive backs. Inside linebackers, Richardson, Williams, Britt, Daniel, Dale, and Hobley, the defensive secondary. Walter Lewis, number 1 rated quarterback in the SEC, a junior from Bruton. There's a little post pattern on the right side, post hook. He hooked up at the 30-yard line. Jesse Bondrus on the catch, picked up 7. Be short of the first down. Going to bring up 3rd and about 3. There's Jesse Bondrus. He's caught 14 this year, 316 yards. Good average, Jimmy, 22.6. Of course, Alabama doesn't try to throw the football. They'll throw it off the run. Everything is predicated off the run. Double wing. Man in motion. That's a little new wrinkle. Here comes the fullback right up the middle. He's very close to the first down. Ricky Moore. Ricky Moore, the fullback, a sophomore, 6 foot, 225 pounds, is very close.
Here's the handoff here, Paul, a riding play, the fullback. LSU comes in for the tackle there, just short of the first down. So
there's the Bear, the great coach of Alabama. 4th down and short yardage. Alabama quickly in the punt team. So LSU's defense does the job. Malcolm Simmons doing the punting for Alabama. He's ranked 9th in the country. A left-footed kicker, kicks it nice and high. Jeffrey Dale at the 22. Now check that. That's Leifert Hobler. Good coverage by Alabama. 42-yard punt, a 4-yard return. So LSU puts it in play. There's Jerry Stovall on the sidelines. Get a look at his offense for the first time. Risher will be your quarterback. Montz, Hilliard, of course, that great freshman. Dalton Hilliard, the tailback. Fontenot and Martin, your flankers. Offensive line. Boy, have they done a job this year. 1st and 10. Out of the eye. Dalton Hilliard. Draw. nowhere to go. He got back to the line of scrimmage. Man might have gained one. Mike Rodriguez on the stop, the strongest man in the Alabama team. He's 6'3", 250, plays the nose guard. Crimson Tide defensive line, Mike Pitts, Jackie Clam, Rodriguez, Randy Edwards, and Russ Wood. The defensive backs, including the linebackers. Tommy Wilcox, our All-American strong safety, is hurt his other ankle, is not in there right now. Risher back to pass. 2nd 9, screen to the fullback. Mike Muntz has got the first down. They put that play in, Jimmy, today, this week for Alabama. It's a brand new wrinkle. A screen to the fullback. He picked up 12 yards. That's Mike Muntz.
Risher setting up, moving back, drawing the defense to him, passing the ball to Montz there, and what a fine pickup there. Montz down the field for the first down.
Boy, great block by Lance Smith, the right tackle. Boy, what an addition he's been to that LSU offensive line. The sophomore from Kannapolis, North Carolina. 6'3", 277 pounds. 1st and 10. LSU on the move here in the first quarter. Paul Hornung with Jim Taylor. Risher, they're going to put it up today, Jimmy. He was sacked. Randy Edwards on the sacks, the junior from Alabama. He lost 9. It looked like he was trying to go to Herman Fontenot on the left side, and Risher decided he was covered. Both these teams rely on their defense. Junius Durall checks in. He'll alternate the plays with Herman Fontenot. They've been doing all year long. Durall flank to the left. Eric Martin flank to the right. Martin having a sensational year at flanker. Dalton Hilliard and Mike Muntz, the running backs. Risher in his 2nd 20. And Dalton Hilliard was sandwiched. Russ Wood, linebacker from Alabama, putting the stoppers on the great freshman. Picked up a couple 3rd and long.
Here's Risher back in the pocket, looking deep. Plenty coverage down there, in the secondary receiver there off to Dalton for a, looks like about a no gain, Paul.
Might have picked up 1 or 2. Russ Wood on the stop for Alabama. This is exactly what defense means in college football. 3rd and 20. Defenses love this situation. Right up the middle. Dalton Hilliard. Was he swarmed under? The great freshman from Patterson, Louisiana, got a couple on a little delayed draw. Randy Edwards on the stop again for Alabama, and that'll bring on Clay Parker. And doing a fantastic job punting, Jimmy, averaging 41.2. Back in a single safety is Darrell White. He's averaged 6.4 yards. 10-man rush for Alabama. Hurry. Almost got it blocked. Darrell White to 22. Clay Parker got to be very, very careful, Jimmy. 44-yard punt. He almost had that block. They put all 10 men, and I'm sure that Jerry Stovall and the coaching staff is going to talk to Clay Parker about the possibility of a punt being blocked here.
Yes, they will, Paul. It was good pressure there. In fact, he was knocked off his feet, and it was very close to having a roughing the kicker penalty call.
Okay, Alabama puts it in play. A double wing off that wishbone now. Joey Jones flanked to the left. 1st down, 1st and 10. Walker Lewis. He must stop that play. Lawrence Williams, who leads his team in tackles. Inside linebacker, the senior from Lake Charles, and what a year he's having. You've got to stop Walker Lewis on the sprint out. He is really the key to the Alabama offense.
Yes, he is, Paul. He reverses out and looks to the opposite side of the line of scrimmage that he's going, and he goes back. It looks like it was a slow developing play at that point, and he lost some ground before he tried to make his toss.
Well, that's just a counter option, Jimmy, off that wishbone. They can option, they can counter option. And hand it off to the fullback. They've got a lot of options off that wishbone. Here it is again. Could be a new wrinkle. Jesse Bondras in motion left. Walker Lewis at great speed. He's got to get it off. No way. He's pulled down at the 22-yard line. Al Richardson lost 8 yards. Rydal Melanson in on the stop.
Take a look, Paul. Good pressure there from the middle.
That's Leonard Marshall.
Marshall chasing. More white jerseys, more Tigers coming up to make the tackle there. A loss of about 6 yards on the play.
And again, 2 plays in a row, I think, illustrates what LSU has done best. Lawrence Williams and Al Richardson making the tackles back to back, and they've done it all year long. This is exactly how you beat Alabama. You put them in a 3rd and 15 and 16 and make them throw the football. They need 18 yards for the first down. Walter Lewis sprinting out right, complete. Joe Carter, complete to Joe Carter, picked up 16 yards, just a little bit shy. They'll have to punt it away.
Let's take a look here. Walter Lewis sprinting out, finding the receiver open there, making a nice catch. The ball was thrown low. Joe Carter with the reception and forced out of bounds, short of the first down.
4th down. Malcolm Simmons averaging 42.8. Leifert Hobley's going to let this one go. Ooh, almost hit one of those white jerseys too, but it didn't. It's out of bounds. A 38-yard punt, and LSU has it back. And we're midway through the first quarter here. No score. Both these teams, of course, very interested in the game coming up later on this afternoon. LSU and both Alabama hoping that Florida can upset Georgia. And boy, if LSU could win, they're on their way to the Sugar Bowl. First and 10, Herman Fontenot in motion right. That's Hilliard off the right side, and he lost a couple. A blitz on the inside. I think it was Eddie Lowe, the weak side linebacker. He blitzed through untouched. Eddie Lowe, 57. He's a senior.
5'11", 190, a senior. He's not a real large, a big linebacker, Paul, but he came through and made a tackle there on Hilliard.
He's typical of the quickness that Bear Bryant has always had in his football teams. Lost a yard, 2nd and 11. Risher, nowhere to go. He's going to be sacked by Jackie Klein, another senior, 6'5", 274.
Stan Gray had the coverage on Martin there. Tried to go to the outside to him, and he was covered. And Risher just tucked it and took about a yard loss on the play.
I think Risher's shaken up a little bit. They're going to take a timeout here. So Risher, as Risher comes over.
10.9%. Banner has 10.9% financing on all new 82 Banner Chevrolets. How long has it been since you last saw new car financing at 10.9%?
Yesterday.
You could save up to $1,900 on financing, and couple that with Banner's low clearance prices.
I could save thousands of dollars.
10.9% at Banner.
That's my McDonald's. We've been going to McDonald's, I think, probably since we were 5 years old. The drive-thru is wonderful.
I guess there's a saying, there's truth in numbers. When you see on the sign over 40 billion served, you gotta know it's good. Otherwise, that many people wouldn't have come to McDonald's.
McDonald's food is always good.
That's my McDonald's.
McDonald's is bringing back the good old days. This Saturday and Sunday, you can get our regular hamburger for only 29 cents at all participating McDonald's restaurants.
At Caruth Mortgage, we make things easy.
I just love this house. I hope we get the mortgage.
Well, we've already pre-qualified with Caruth. They've got lots of money for young home buyers.
We've already pre-qualified for the mortgage? That's a relief. I hope no one's beat us to it.
Oh, we couldn't buy this house without Caruth.
It's a wonderful house. Plenty of room for the baby.
Baby? What baby?
Caruth will bet you $1 they can qualify you to buy a home, too. Come in and talk to us.
Attention truckers and fleet owners. Are inferior backyard rebuilds driving your profits down? Smart operators depend on fleet parts and equipment, carrying the finest in factory new and factory rebuilt parts. Whether your need is for brake, clutch, drive shafts, or electrical components, Fleet Parts and Equipment has the factory component in stock to keep your truck moving and save you money. It makes good sense to buy the best from Fleet. Anything less can cost you more. Remember Fleet Parts and Equipment.
Okay, we're back, and Risher is being attended to on the sidelines, Jimmy. We've got Timmy Bird, the sophomore from La Paz, 5'9", 181 yards. And what a spot for Timmy to be in right here. There you see Alan Risher being attended to on the sidelines, folks. And for you LSU fans, we're going to see what young Timmy's going to do now. Double wing, Mike Moss, remaining back. He's going to go back, quarterback draw. He got about 6, but he's way short of the first down. He needed 11. So Clay Parker will have to punt it away.
That's that quarterback draw, Paul, that they've been very effective with throughout the year. Bird runs it, picks up about 7 yards, still short of the first down.
Keep in mind, they almost blocked Clay Parker's first punt, and there they are lined up again, 10 men on the rush. Darrell White, the only remaining man on the return. It's a low snap. Good agility by Clay Parker, picking up that ball off of one bounce. Beautiful coverage. Eric Martin.
Jesse Miles.
Jesse Miles, check that. Jesse Miles, great coverage of a 43-yard punt. There he is, Jesse, and boy, did he do a job on the special teams, Jimmy. Watch Jesse Miles, number 14. Beautiful coverage. So here we go, out of the full wishbone. Jay Grogan, the tight end. Split in now. Joey Jones up on the right. Here comes the option with Lewis. He keeps it. Did he get hit? Did Walter Lewis get hit? Eugene Daniels got it back for LSU. Rydell Melanson, watch this hit.
Coming out of that, what a nice hit there by Rydell Melanson. Caused a fumble. White shirts, LSU around the football and recovered it to take over possession at the 30-yard line.
I tell you, they got a lot of pride in this defense, Jimmy. The last couple of weeks, especially against Ole Miss, they broke a lot of records on defense. And right now, Timmy Bird is your quarterback, LSU with the first turnover. Bootleg. Didn't fool Mike Pitts, the all-SEC defensive left end, senior.
Bird fakes to Hilliard here and tries to take a naked reverse there, and he's covered. Pitts comes up and
didn't fool him a bit, Jimmy.
Not at all. Loss of about 7 yards on the play. LSU faced with a second and long situation.
So far here in the first quarter, both of these teams have been outstanding defensively, forcing the offenses in third, second long, third long. Timmy Bird. Alabama. Gerald Sprinkle, number 7, who's playing in place of the All-American Tommy Wilcox at strong safety on the safety blitz. And Timmy Bird is caught back at the midfield. Wood on the sack, number 89, defensive right end, and it's third and a bunch. They need 30. A draw to Hilliard. They got about 7. And here comes Clay Parker. The Alabama defense is held again. 80,000 plus at Legion Field in Birmingham. Going crazy here. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Clay Parker will try to knock it out of bounds. Fumble. A bad snap from center. Clay Parker, for the second time, he couldn't pick this one up.
It was dribble back. Let's take a look, Paul. The ball is dribbling back. He tries to scoop it up. He fumbles it. He tries to kick. There's plenty of red shirts around. He fumbles a football. Alabama falls on it to have great field position at the 40-yard line.
Well, what a turnaround. LSU recovered, fumbled by Walter Lewis. Looked like they had a good shot. Now it's Alabama knocking on the door at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. They give it off to the fullback in that wishbone, number 26, Ricky Moore. We got a couple. Stop by Bill Elko. Ramsey Dardar, the nose guard, in on the stop. Al Richardson. There's the great one, Bear Bryant. 322 victories, 82 losses, and 17 ties, 38 years. Right up the middle again, boys, and I think we're looking at a knockdown, drag-out defensive battle so far.
Those Tigers are fired up there, that defensive line. Real fine penetration there at the line of scrimmage.
And the question right now is we're trying to get a report on Alan Risher down on the sidelines. I think he hurt his rib. Third down, a big third down. They need 6. Joey Jones flanked to the left. Jay Groden, the tight end. There's the option. Lewis, he won't get 6 yards. He won't get 1 yard. Al Richardson on the stop for LSU. Fourth down.
They're going to call timeout, Paul. They don't know whether to go for it or try a field goal or punt. They're in a situation here. 35-yard line.
That's a timeout. Let's take a break. No score.
Time was when our grandparents called it the light bill. Today, your public service bill is a statement of the cost of all the comforts, conveniences, and pleasures in everyday living. When you think about it, your dependable electric and gas service is still quite a value.
Hi, I'm Reggie Jackson. You know, I surround myself with the finest in classic cars. After all, I collect them. I also surround myself with something extra special in car audio. Panasonic car stereo with ambient sound. Unlike ordinary stereo, Panasonic ambience virtually surrounds me. Like I'm in a concert seat, not just a bucket seat. So listen to Reggie and listen to Panasonic ambience. That's Reggie sound.
See the complete line of Panasonic car stereos at all stores. Soundtrack, king of the discounters.
Double your savings now at Royal O's with closeout prices, plus the amazing 10.9% APR financing on the full line of over 100 new 82 Oldsmobiles, including the fabulous Cutlass and a number of demonstrators. Not only will you save on price, but you'll save an additional $1,200 to $1,700 with 10.9% as compared to 16 to 18% APR financing. Hurry to Royal O's for the bargain of your life.
For certain skiers, performance is an art. Jean-Claude Killy, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, claims that command of time and the mountain. His white wake is unmatched, unmistakable, like his timepiece, the Rolex Datejust.
Rolex at Adler's for over 3/4 of a century. New Orleans fine jewelry.
Paul, it looks as though the Bears going to try and kick LSU in trouble in the hole here.
Okay, here we go, Jimmy. We're back live, 0-0, 2:42 to go. And Bear Bryant has decided to send in his fine punter, Malcolm Simmons, on 4th down. LSU's defense did the job. As I mentioned before, this kid ranks number 9 in the country, punting. Left foot, he tried for the out of bounds to the right. Now this is going to sail into the end zone, touchback. So LSU put it in bounds at their own 20. Here comes Risher. Risher's back in, and that's good news for LSU. Shaken up, missed a couple of series. There's Bear Bryant on the sidelines. Out of the eye, Dalton Richard. Jesse Miles is now your up back in that eye, running the fullback in place of Mike Mott. Quick pitch. Gary James. Gary James gets a nice run around the right side. Picked up about 7. 2nd and 3. Best two freshman running backs I've ever seen as a tandem.
He waited then, Paul, to try and pick an opening there, and instead of going to the sidelines, I think he took advantage of it and picked up more yards and cracking up upfield.
2nd and 3. Gary James lost about a yard, maybe 2, fumbled. Whistle had blown. It was dead. This Alabama defense is tough.
Jackie Klein, one of the defensive ends, was in there trying to stir up for the Alabama team.
I tell you, the way both of these defenses have been playing, I think both of these teams are going to have to throw the football before too long, Jimmy. That line of scrimmage is being controlled by both defenses. And when that happens, folks, you got to go upstairs. 3rd and 4. Russ Wood on the stop. Was trying to go on a quick turnout to Eric Martin. He was covered. Russ Wood made a nice stop on Gary James.
Came back to the secondary receiver there, the short man. They'll give you that. Alabama will give you the short one for no gain.
So Clay Parker. Kurt Gore does these deep center snaps for LSU. Watch out. Boy, he almost got another one blocking. Did he get a beauty off? He sailed it high. Back at the 24-yard line is Darrell White. Beautiful kick, 52-yard punt, 7-yard return. But once again, Clay Parker getting pressure, enthusiasm on the sideline. But I'm telling you, nobody's blocking up front. They're going to get a punt block if they don't block a little better. So with 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, we have no score and a defensive struggle so far. Walter Lewis at the controls, a quick pitch around the left side. Jeff Fagan. And the defense dominates.
Good pursuit by that LSU. Joyner, Lawrence Williams, Albert Richardson, all up on top of the play for just about a yard loss on that play, Paul, a toss play.
I'll tell you that Joyner and Richardson, they played side by side, the seniors from Baton Rouge. They complement each other. Jesse Bendrus flanked to the right. 2nd and 10. Walter Lewis on the option. Slides through, he gets past the 35-yard line for a pickup of 5. Al Richardson. Well, we got timeout on the field. It is the end of the first quarter with no score.
The city on the river greets the morning with a smile. And all over town there are those who know how to live each day in style. The city in the morning sunlight, right before my eyes. It's a city of celebration, New Orleans. The more I'm here, the more I love you, New Orleans. I've watched you grow in a very special way. People together, working with pride, where the old and the new stand side by side. Spreading New Orleans sunshine all over America. Spreading New Orleans sunshine all over America.
The Whitney, a great bank for a great city.
Well, even the banks are charging 16 to 18%. The Quality Buick dealers can finance any new 1982 Buick in stock for 10.9%. 10.9%. A savings of over $1,200 if you're financing, say, $8,000 on a new Buick. That's after you make your best clearance sale deal. 10.9% and year-end prices on Electras, LeSabres, Centuries, Regals, Skylarks, and Skyhawks. While they last at 10.9% at your Quality Buick dealer.
Let's look back on some famous do-it-yourselfers. Thomas Edison did it himself. Alexander Graham Bell certainly did. And of course, Henry Ford did. Men of great accomplishments, true do-it-yourselfers. Today, with high-priced auto repairs, Allstate Auto Supply knows you can do it yourself. You'll not only save money, but the job will be done the way you want it, because nobody can do it like you can. Allstate Auto Supply, where the number 1 stands for you. Allstate Auto Supply, the do-it-yourself and save stores.
Big third down coming up as we start the second quarter. Paul Hornung along with Jim Taylor here from Legion Field in Birmingham. 3rd and 6. Walter Lewis. A little quick pitch. Nowhere to go. Joe Carter. It's a little shuffle pass. That's ruled a completed forward pass. It's like a delayed screen, a little shuffle pass. Didn't fool Lawrence Williams at all.
He drops back, and a little basketball pass over to Joe Carter. There comes the Tigers in for the stop.
Lawrence Williams, a senior from Lake Charles, on the stop. Once again, Bama will punt. Simmons, not too good this time, but he's going to get a nice bounce. Ball goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 40-yard punt. So LSU has it, and it'll be Gary James and tailback. First quarter statistics. Alabama rushed for 8 yards. They passed for 22. 30 yards total. LSU rushed for a minus 25. They passed for 14 yards. So they had minus yardage in the first quarter offensively. A lot of that due to sacks on Risher.
And Timmy Bird.
Well, here we go. Risher, quick post, complete. Eric Martin. A beautiful timing pattern from Alan Risher to Eric Martin. 23 yards on the catch, Jimmy, and there's Eric Martin.
Rocky Coburn there making the shoestring tackle on Eric Martin. It's an in pattern, a look-in pattern.
That's Martin's 32nd catch of the year. He's over 500 yards receiving now. He's got 4 touchdowns. What a year. The quick pitch. Gary James flags down, and he fumbled the football. And Alabama has it. Boy, did he get hit. Eddie Lowe.
Let's see the infraction, the penalty here, the flag.
Number 57, Eddie Lowe's got it back.
Here's the toss to James. He's trying to cut up behind the blocking there. He's hit and coughs the football up. It's free. Alabama recovery.
And the penalty was against LSU. The penalty was against LSU, so it'll be Alabama's football. Steve Booker, who's filling in for the starter, the senior Robbie Jones, actually he's made 43 tackles on the year. He was really the one who was credited for the fumble. He really popped Gary James. So Alabama gets a second break with the turnover. Let's see what they can do with it. 1st and 10. 4 yards shy of midfield. Out of the wishbone. They come back. Lewis, he's not going anywhere. We lost 4. Great pursuit by the LSU defense. Lawrence Williams.
Melanson.
I tell you, we're seeing an old-fashioned SEC defensive battle here in Legion Field, Jimmy.
That's a loss of 5 yards on the play there, the option play. They caught it from the backside. Pressure from the backside by Melanson, chasing Lewis down.
Okay, Jesse Bendros, the speedster, flanked to the left, out of the wishbone. 2nd 14. Look at that. What pursuit. Leonard Marshall on the sack. What a defensive rush by LSU. They are playing inspired defensive football.
Take a look at this rush. Goes Marshall. Here comes Richardson up. Plenty of coverage there by the white jerseys. Minus 8 yards on the play. Alabama 3rd and 20 situation.
I tell you, it seems like we've seen a lot of those situations on both sides. There's Leonard Marshall, a good shot of the senior from Franklin, Louisiana. 3rd and 22. Ricky Moore got a few and got killed out of bounds. Gain of 7. Boy, both these teams are hit. Woo, are they hit?
They're just going for the short yardage situation there, even it's 3rd and 20. use a draw play or ride play with a fullback and go in punt formation.
Malcolm Simmons, left-footed kicker in. Leifert Hobley back, the sophomore from Shreveport, on the return for LSU. There you see why he ranks 9 in the country. Hobley fell down at the 9-yard line, giving Alabama great field position on defense.
It's a left-footed kicker, Paul. The ball spins in reverse. He has trouble handling that ball. It'll dart away from him. Ball comes back away from the receiver.
Well, I never could understand that, but they say it's true. I don't see much difference in catching the ball. I don't care which way it's spinning. But anyway, it's a 49-yard punt. Ball just shy of the 10-yard line, Jimmy, and LSU's backed up. They need to move the football a little bit. Jerry Stovall's substituting his pair of running backs. Dalton Hilliard, that's the play that broke Ole Miss's back last week. They added it for Ole Miss. Of course, Alabama's had all week long of looking at it. Hilliard got a few yards. Mike Pitts on the stop for Alabama. Junius Durrell comes in with the play for Allen. Risher's ranked 3rd in the SEC passing. 83 out of 140 coming in, just shy of 60%. For over 1,000 yards. Thrown for 11 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. 2nd and 9. Fake the reverse. Risher still has it. He got up to the 26-yard line and a nice first down. He picked up 10. Good call from the sidelines. The call came in from Junius Durrell, and Risher executed the bootleg perfectly. You see Herman Fontenot, number 40, come in with another play. Eric Martin flanked to the left of Alan Risher as you look at it. Quick post again. Wide open, a perfect pass by Risher. Eric Martin just couldn't hold on. Beautiful pitch.
It's a catchable ball. It was in front of him, Paul. He had a hand on it but couldn't hold on to it. It's a big first down Risher picked up. Got him out of that hole, Paul. The ball was on the 15-yard line. They've moved out now.
They feel a little bit, they could breathe a little more easier, Jimmy, if they get one more first down, at least in this drive. Durrell flanked to the right. Eric Martin to the left. Let's see if he comes right back to it. It would be open, I would think. Well, Dalton Hilliard defeated the first tackler, and then he got killed at the 25. Robbie Jones on the stop for Alabama.
Let's take a look at Lance Smith here. Some fine pass blocking there. Right in front of Jackie Klein, number 98 there.
That's the way you pass block right there. Lance Smith, a fine sophomore from Kannapolis, North Carolina. That whole right side of that offensive line for LSU will be back next year. 3rd down now. They need 5. Blitz. The tight end, Malcolm Scott. And he's got the first down. Alabama gambled with the blitz, and Alan Risher had the right play call. A 12-yard pickup off the blitz.
Malcolm Scott is going to slant to the outside here. Risher picks him up and throws a nice strike there to him. Scott picking up good yardage as he goes down the field there. Number 40 for Alabama, making the tackle and forcing Scott to the out of bounds.
And I think LSU's got a little bit better opportunity to throw the football in their offense. They're a better throwing football team right now. A delay. Coming back is Dalton Hilliard, and he's still on his feet. Dalton Hilliard almost scored from way out. There he is, 33-yard pickup. There's a little delay over the middle.
He comes through the blockers there and is chased from behind there by Alabama. Breaks the tackle there, gives a little hip. Number 7, he's running over him, still has his footage. Just barely tripped up Paul at the 30-yard line. What a tremendous run by Dalton Hilliard.
He's something to watch, Jimmy. Hilliard has caught 3 now for 39 yards. Alan Risher has LSU on the move, throwing the football. Here's a quick turnout. Deflected, incomplete. Risher 7 out of 9 for as he gets encouragement from his coach, Jerry Stovall.
This is tipped by outside rusher here, Paul, jumping high into the air and getting a hand on the ball there, trying to get it to Eric Martin on a quick out.
Here comes DeRall in with another play for Alan Risher, 2nd and 10. Allen didn't have to throw the football much last week. The freshman running backs, Dalton Hilliard and Gary James, did the job. Almost got 200 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns. Today he's going to have to throw it. And threw it well to his tight end, Malcolm Scott. Picked up 8. Earl Curtis checks in, the sophomore from Lafayette, as a tight end. He's picking up short yardage here, Jimmy.
It's a big down, Paul. 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive started on LSU's own 9-yard line. Malcolm Scott, two catches in this drive.
Risher 8 of 10.
3rd and 2. Hilliard has the first down.
Paul, I don't know that Risher checked off in that situation, changed the play. He was looking around and looked to be talking to his backs.
He may have checked off, as Jimmy said. And if he did, he called the right play, Jimmy. He got the first down. Now, this is where it gets tough, folks. Ball rests at the 17-yard line. Alabama's got the great defense. DeRall goes in motion right. Risher. Dalton Hilliard's open. He always defeats the first tackler. Dalton Hilliard finally stopped by number 7, Gerald Sprinkle, as I said earlier, is filling in for the great Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox, of course, from Harahan, Louisiana, right outside of New Orleans, Jimmy, couldn't play today. He's hurt his other ankle. He's got a bone spur in one ankle. He sprained the other ankle. As we take a look at Bear Bryant on the sidelines. And Alabama sorely misses Wilcox. The pitch. Hilliard just waiting for something to open, and it does. A touchdown, Dalton Hilliard. 16-yard burst around the left side by the great freshman from Patterson, Louisiana. And LSU, and there are a lot of people here, Jimmy, they are going crazy. I'm sure we're going to see this again.
Let's take a look, Paul. He gets the pitch. He's going towards the line of scrimmage there. Fine blocking there, sealing off Alabama, seeing the opening, and taking 2 or 3 tacklers right into the end zone with Dalton Hilliard for the score.
I think Mike Montz made a real beautiful block about the 7 or 8 yard line, enabling Dalton Hilliard to cut up inside. Betanzos for the extra point. It's up. LSU leads 7-0.
That's my McDonald's.
We've been going to McDonald's, I think, probably since we were 5 years old. The drive-thru is wonderful.
I guess there's a saying, there's truth in numbers. When you see on the sign over 40 billion served, you gotta know it's good. Otherwise, that many people wouldn't have come to McDonald's.
McDonald's food is always good.
That's my McDonald's.
McDonald's is bringing back the good old days. This Saturday and Sunday, you can get our regular hamburger for only 29 cents at all participating McDonald's restaurants.
Double your savings now at Royal O's with closeout prices, plus the amazing 10.9% APR financing on the full line of over 100 new 82 Oldsmobiles, including the fabulous Cutlass and a number of demonstrators. Not only will you save on price, but you'll save an additional $1,200 to $1,700 with 10.9% as compared to 16 to 18% APR financing. Hurry to Royal O's for the bargain of your life.
At Caruth Mortgage, we make things easy.
This kitchen is perfect. Plenty of room.
Lots of light up here.
I love all these closets.
Plenty of room to hang your stockings.
George. So can we make an offer today?
Yep, we pre-qualified at Caruth. They got lots of mortgage money for young home buyers and let you qualify in advance.
Hey, we could close in this patio.
Caruth will bet you $1 they can qualify you to buy a home, too. Come in and talk to us.
When the Oakwin family gave their name to their jewelry store, they also gave their name to their jewelry. Precious Oakwin Heart Jewelry. Each stone hand-selected. Settings designed by the Oakwin family, then turned to golden grace by Oakwin Heart craftsmen, men who work with consummate patience and skill. Each Oakwin Heart creation carries this hallmark at the store that carries this name, Oakwin Heart Jewelers. More carats for your money.
Okay, we're back. 8:14 to go here in the first half as Dalton Hilliard has just scored his 12th touchdown of the year. Of course, the great freshman from Patterson, Louisiana, ranks first in the SEC in scoring average with an average of 9.4 points a game.
And second in rushing, Paul, only to be second to Herschel Walker, the leading rusher in the SEC.
At 622 yards rushing. 8 touchdowns now in the year rushing, 4 by the pass. There goes that soft, short kick, and Alabama's going to try to return it, and they only return it 3 or 4 yards. A 6-yard return. If you people think that's a bad kick by Betanzos, you're wrong. He tries to kick it as high as he can, enabling the LSU special teams to get down underneath the kickoff. They have nowhere to go on the return.
I think Risher really mixed in his play calling there, the running and the passing, and what a sustained drive that was. 91 yards on that scoring drive.
So LSU, an underdog here in Birmingham, has jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead here in the first half. And a knockdown, drag-out defensive game until that last series. To beat Alabama, as I said, you must force their quarterbacks into true passing situations. Walter Lewis sprints out to the left, incomplete. Now they got him just where they'd like to have him, 2nd and 10.
Ken Simmons, that ball looked to be catchable, Paul, right through his hands there.
Paul Horning along with Jim Taylor here. 8 minutes to go in the first half. The famed wishbone of the Alabama Crimson Tide, 2nd and 10. Lewis hands off to the up back, Ricky Moore. Al Richardson says no. You might have 1 or 2, but that's it. Maybe to the line of scrimmage. We're going to welcome, of course, everybody back in Baton Rouge. It's on the select event. You're sitting around the house enjoying this great football game. We've got some added viewers today, Jimmy. How about those great students at LSU in the Assembly Center? Let's hear it from you. Welcome. We hope you're enjoying the game. 3rd down and 9. Lewis drops straight back. Really forced to throw the football. What a rush put on. 97 Leonard Marshall really forced Walter Lewis to throw the football.
We've got a flag down the field here, Paul. Let's see what this ball was thrown out of bounds. Couldn't have possibly been caught.
First of all, Greg DeBrock, I think, put on the pressure. It was offensive pass interference if it was anything.
Agreed. Agree with you.
Joey Jones ran into the defensive back. The ball was not catchable at all. Here's Walter Lewis, and the punting team is on for Alabama. That's Malcolm Simmons, number 6. Let's check out the penalty now.
It's right in the area where the contact was made.
If it's against Alabama, they'll just decline it and let them punt the football away. Unless you want to put 15 yards back, give them 3rd down.
Looks like the LSU defense is staying on the field.
As I said, gives us a little chance to welcome all the LSU students and their fans back at the Assembly Center. We also want to welcome down in New Orleans at the Superdome. We hope you LSU fans are enjoying it at the Superdome. And we also want to remind you that the game today will be on tape delay at WVUE tonight at 10:30, Channel 8 New Orleans. It's ABC. So if you want to see this game again, and so far I think it's worth seeing again, don't you, James?
It's an excellent defensive game here this first half. LSU finally driving 91 yards for the score.
Superior, scoring his 12th touchdown of the year. We're still having some problems. Let's check it out. But that, I thought it was offensive pass interference against Joey Jones.
It is, Paul. That's the call.
Malcolm Simmons, their fine punters, had 5 punts today for 41.4. It's a little bit underneath his average. His longest punt's been 49 yards. Leaford Hobley back for LSU. Beautiful high punt. No fair catch. Hobley. Beautiful return. He got 8 good ones. And almost broke it, Jimmy.
He looked to the left and sprinted back to an opening to the right and picked up good yardage.
Leaford Hobley, sophomore from Shreveport. Jeffrey Dale was usually back there on the punt returns. This week they put Hobley back there.
Makes a little move to the left and sees an opening to the right, and
nice 9-yard return. So LSU has in good field position. The ball rests just shy of the 45. Alan Risher has really had a good day so far. He's going to throw it. Gary James was wide open. Risher would like to have that one back, Jimmy.
Well, he threw it behind him. It was a bad pass by Risher. Fontenot was trying to clear out the area there to get the ball to James, and then Martin is to the outside to take the outside receiver defender back.
All right, 7 minutes to go here, first half, and boy, what a beautiful afternoon for football in Alabama. Slot left. Draw, Gary James. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Mike Rodriguez, the nose guard. He's supposed to be the strongest man on this Alabama team, the nose guard. He's a junior, 6'3", 250, and he runs 4.6 in the 40.
LSU faced with a 3rd and 10 situation here, pass situation. Let's see what Risher and the Tigers can move here.
See if they put in that little screen pass to the fullback. We saw it in the opening series and picked up a first down. There it is. Screen pass to the fullback, Mike Muntz.
It's too slow developing, Paul. They're saying they recovered a fumble.
Mike Muntz on the screen. Mike Pitts on the stop for Alabama, number 81. Also with help from Jackie Klein there. There you see Klein, number 98. So Clay Parker will have to punt it away. Darrell White back for Alabama. Almost blocked again, Jimmy.
Right up the middle, they're pouring in.
And it goes into the end zone. Darrell White doing a good job of faking it there about the 15-yard line. Goes into the end zone, and that'll be it. It's 7-0 LSU. We'll be right back.
We're beside ourselves with excitement at the 2 great Pontiac dealers, Superior and Peretti, because right now you'll get the buy of your life. Make a really great deal on any car in stock, including Bonneville's Grand Prix and even Trans Ams. Then save hundreds more with GMAC 10.9% financing. That's right, 10.9% interest on any 82 model. But hurry, offer ends December 31st at your full value Pontiac dealers. Peretti in Metairie, Superior on the West Bank. We sell excitement.
This house has a split personality. One side is energy efficient. The other side is unimproved, uninsulated, and unbelievably uncomfortable. A waste of energy and money. This side's designed for the energy-conscious 80s. Cool, comfortable, affordable, even in today's world of high energy costs. Come and discover ways to keep your utility costs in line. Here at 4400 South Carrollton, corner Bowdoin Street. Everyone's invited. Public Service wants you to get the most for your energy dollar.
Hi, I'm Reggie Jackson. You know, I surround myself with the finest in classic cars. After all, I collect them. I also surround myself with something extra special in car audio. Panasonic car stereo with ambient sound. Unlike ordinary stereo, Panasonic ambience virtually surrounds me. Like I'm in a concert seat, not just a bucket seat. So listen to Reggie and listen to Panasonic ambience. That's Reggie sound.
See the complete line of Panasonic car stereos at all stores. Soundtrack, king of the discounters.
Hard-working GMC trucks are always a great buy that deliver more solid American-made value every day. But right now, you get even more. Deep South GMC truck dealers are going all out to put you on GMC wheels. They're making really great deals. And now you save hundreds of dollars more with GMAC 10.9% financing on every 82 model in stock. You not only get more truck, you save more too at your nearby Deep South GMC truck dealers. Trucks are what we're all about.
Okay, we're back. New quarterback Ken Coley for Alabama. He hands off, fumble. 46, Joe Carter fumbled. And Jeffrey Dale, I think it was Jeffrey Dale. Let's check it. No, it was Leifert Hobley on the return. There he is. Mr. Hobley.
Take a look, Paul. The new quarterback in there, handing off to
Joe Carter.
He's drugged down by Leonard Marshall there, and the ball is fumbled. Hobley comes in with the recovery there at the 27-yard line.
Okay, Hobley gets it back for LSU, and another big break. 1st and 10 at the 27. Risher throws it around the left side to Dalton Hilliard. He got back maybe a yard. Number 7 on the safety blitz was Gerald Sprinkle. Number 21, Dalton Hilliard. You get a good look as you look at the great Bear Bryant. 322 wins.
Sprinkle is slow to get up, Paul. He's leaving the ball game. Al Blue is replacing him.
Al Blue, number 34. Second down 9. Risher going to get caught from behind, and he did a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage. Mike Pitts, the all-SEC defensive left end on the sack. There's Sprinkle on the sidelines. They lost Tommy Wilcox. He was filling in for Tommy today, and he's hurt. So now they're down to their third deep man back there, Al Blue. I don't think Alabama's made a first down. Risher, first down. See where they mark it? I think he's got the first down.
That's run all the way, Paul. He's turning the corner there and trying to get up the field. And he picked up some fine blocking there. Let's take a look, see. There he is. He's got the ball in his hands. He's not showing pass at all. Makes a break there, and finally an Alabama tackler comes in after the first down is made by Risher.
Risher made a nice move on Robbie Jones, the inside linebacker, to get the first down. And boy, this has been a great day for Alan Risher here in Birmingham, Alabama. He's got LSU on the move. Gary James tries to get outside. Look at this. What a beautiful run by Gary James, the other dynamite freshman from Gretna. He turned a 2-yard loss into about a 5-yard gain.
Yes, he did, Paul. He looks as though he's going to run to the outside wide, and he cuts back up the field, making the Alabama tacklers miss the tackle.
So LSU's got a 2nd and 3, and they're driving. They lead 7-0 with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Fontenot in motion right. Mike Muntz. He got a couple, and Alabama better watch out. They almost come up with a late hit there.
He was stood up there, Paul. He looks as though he's running straight up and being stood up and not being able to have the power and be able to drive and pick up that first down. He's just short of the first down.
Some of the LSU fans here in attendance, and they were celebrating last night at our hotel and all over the city. 3rd down, they need a yard. Out of the eye. Doral in motion right. The pitch. Gary James getting to the outside. That depends on where he marks it. He marks it with the football by his left foot. He's got the first down.
It's very close, Paul. They'll bring the flags over. The change from the other side?
I don't know. It's going to be very, very close.
It's at the 7-yard line, inside the 7.
Very important measurement here. LSU would love to knock it in that end zone for their second touchdown. I don't know. Jerry Stovall's got a little thinking coming up here. You could gamble and go on with it. If it's 4th down, it's going to be awful, awful close. I think it's the first down. He's got it.
I see Risher applauding there, and he's happy.
Last week, let's take another look at it. Here it is, the pitch. Gary James around the left side, Jimmy, and watch the blocking right there. He gets kind of a standoff block. Mike Monson. We've just been given an outstanding statistic by Randy Hayden, our stat man. Alabama does not have a first down in this football game, and we've got 2 minutes to go. LSU has 9. Alabama is outscoring their opponents 100-16 in the second quarter before today. First down. Gary James. Mike Pitts on the stop for Alabama. I wonder how Bear Bryant likes this freshman running tandem so far. He's got to look at him for 3 more years.
Risher coming back, making the handoff to James there. James in behind Montz's blocking, hit by number 81, still driving down about the 3-yard line. Fine pickup there by James.
Back live, second goal. Clock ticking, 1:45. A pitch to the left, Gary James. He won't get in. Good pursuit by that Alabama defense.
Stan Gay there, Paul, stringing it out, giving James nowhere to run.
2 freshman running backs now control most of the offense running the football. Hilliard has 30 yards rushing and 8 attempts. James, 8 attempts for 22 yards. So the clock continues to tick. 1:15. No. There's Jerry Stovall on the sidelines. There's no use. You don't have to rush it. They got plenty of time.
It's a 3rd and 4 situation.
Roll out right. There they go. Touchdown, Malcolm Scott. They faked it to the right side. They come back and hit the tight end. And Malcolm Scott, who had only caught 14 passes all this year, has caught 3 today and 1 for a touchdown. And look at Stovall. Is he happy?
Let's take a look here, Paul. He fakes up the middle to Gary James. He dives in there, and he's rushed and drilled the ball right to the arms of Malcolm Scott there just inside the post.
And I'll tell you one thing, Russ Wood had really put the rush on Risher, and he got it off anyway. What a first half for Risher. Betanzos is up, and it's good. And 58 seconds to go here in the first half. LSU 14, Bama zip.
Well, even the banks are charging 16 to 18%. The quality Buick dealers can finance any new 1982 Buick in stock for 10.9%. 10.9%. A savings of over $1,200 if you're financing, say, $8,000 on a new Buick. That's after you make your best clearance sale deal. 10.9% and year-end prices on Electras, LeSabres, Centuries, Regals, Skylarks, and Skyhawks. While they last at 10.9%. At your quality Buick dealer.
Her touch is gentle. Her beauty sure. Her moods express classic taste, elegant action. Her Blue Water Breezeway is a focus for quality beyond mere fashion, where the proper time is an essential luxury. Rolex Lady Date.
Rolex at Adler's. For over 3/4 of a century, New Orleans' fine jeweler. We may not get snow like this in the deep south, but we do get freezing temperatures. We may not have a desert, but our weather gets hot enough to cause you and your car to boil. That's why Allstate Auto Supply recommends Peak Antifreeze and Coolant. Whether your car is old or new, Peak Antifreeze and Coolant keeps it warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Peak Antifreeze and Coolant, on sale at Allstate Auto Supply, where the number 1 stands for you. Allstate Auto Supply, the do-it-yourself and save stores.
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, where the steak speaks for itself, where the steak is U.S. prime and everything else is just as good. From the well-dressed salad, freshly sautéed mushrooms, buttery baked potato, broccoli with double cheese, and succulent broiled tomatoes. More than a great steak. All brought to you by Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Okay, Betanzos with that short, high kickoff. They fumbled it. That's just what it's designed for. And now I think LSU has it back. Now, if you wonder why Juan Carlos Betanzos kicks it like that, that is the example why. And number 33, Alvin Thomas, has got it back for LSU.
We got 53 seconds remaining in the first half here. There's the ball bounding around. He comes in and takes it. LSU with great field position here. 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball at the 30-yard line.
LSU has all their timeouts remaining. They got 3. So Risher out in the flat. Gary James. Gary James juggled the football, held on to it. The ball was inbounds. He picked up 6 yards. Rocky Colburn on the stop for Alabama.
There's James juggling the ball there before he got possession of it. Colburn coming up and putting a shoulder on him. James driving for that extra yardage.
And while there's timeout in the field, let's take a quickie.
It's not easy to make ends meet these days, but I've found a new way to make a contribution to my family and at the same time build a challenging career. I heard that Time Saver was looking for responsible employees interested in a job with a future and good benefits. I visited the offices of Time Saver and found that Time Saver was offering training and good jobs to qualified individuals. If you're a housewife looking for this type of opportunity, Time Saver may be looking for you. Well, I'm off to work. Think about what I've said and call Time Saver at 488-1784 to set up an appointment. See you at Time Saver.
Double your savings now at Royal O's with closeout prices, plus the amazing 10.9% APR financing on the full line of over 100 new 82 Oldsmobiles, including the fabulous Cutlass and a number of demonstrators. Not only will you save on price, but you'll save an additional $1,200 to $1,700 with 10.9% as compared to 16 to 18% APR financing. Hurry to Royal O's for the bargain of your life.
At Caruth Mortgage, we make things easy.
I just love this house. I hope we get the mortgage.
Well, we've already pre-qualified with Caruth. Oh, they've got lots of money for young home buyers.
We've already pre-qualified for the mortgage? That's a relief. I hope no one's beat us to it.
Boy, we couldn't buy this house without Caruth.
It's a wonderful house. Plenty of room for the baby.
Baby? What baby?
Caruth will bet you $1 they can qualify you to buy a home, too. Come in and talk to us.
That's my McDonald's. We've been going to McDonald's, I think, probably since we were 5 years old. The drive-thru is wonderful.
I guess there's a saying, there's truth in numbers. When you see on the sign over 40 billion served, you gotta know it's good. Otherwise, that many people wouldn't have come to McDonald's.
McDonald's food is always good.
That's my McDonald's.
McDonald's is bringing back the good old days. This Saturday and Sunday, you can get our regular hamburger for only 29 cents at all participating McDonald's restaurants.
We're back live. There's the graphic there that shows the LSU last scoring drive, 9 plays, 27 yards. We've got a 14-0 lead, and LSU's got an opportunity to put at least 3 more on the board. Well within Juan Carlos's range here. The wind would be, I think, a little against him, if anything, but this is a complete enclosed bowl. I don't think there's too much wind to worry about. 2nd and 4. Risher Jones on the catch.
Well, they've got good coverage. Stan Gay is all over Eric Martin. He's having trouble getting open, so he's having to go to the secondary receiver there. Gain of about a yard on the play.
And they're going to take a timeout. Alan Richards is going to come over the sidelines and talk to head coach Jerry Stovall. By the way, we can... While we got a minute here, let me tell you who the referee is today. Is Jimmy Harper. The umpire is A.C. Lambert. The linesman Joe Stevenson. Line judge Richard Long. Field judge Joe Delaney. The back judge Charlie Horton. And the other judge is Jerry Yarbrough. There's Risher on the sidelines. There's a very interested man right now, the outcome of the next 29 seconds.
LSU would love to pick up some more points here, Paul. Add to the 14 points they have here in the first half.
Got one timeout left. Third down. Blitz, and Risher's going to run it. And he's got some people out in front of him. Short of the 11-yard line. It'll be a first down. The clock will stop. He picked up 15. And that was a called play. There wasn't any scramble. That was a designed play to get Risher to the outside. Doral checks in, number 82. He's got the play. They have a timeout remaining. Now the clock starts. 19 seconds. 17, 16. Quick pitch around the left side. Gary Jean. Short of the 5-yard line. Now they'll take a timeout with 8 seconds left. They're not going to waste any time. Here comes Juan Carlos from Mexico City. He's been perfect in the extra point department so far this year. 33 out of 33. This is almost like a extra point, only moved over a little bit to the left side. He's 7 out of 13 in the field goal department. So this is a very important kick coming up for Betanzos. And this has been a gift from Alabama. Instead of a 14-0 lead, which Alabama, I think LSU would have been happy with, Jimmy, we got an opportunity here to move in front by more than 2 touchdowns.
This Alabama defense will be rushing, though. They've had good rush and good pressure on the punting situation, so they'll put pressure here. Timmy Bird, the holder.
Timmy Bird will do the holding. It'll be a 23-yard field goal.
Now Alabama will call a timeout.
Oh, yeah. Alabama wants to give Juan Carlos a little time to think about it. No big deal. LSU basketball fans can get a sneak preview of Coach Dale Brown's 1982-83 team when the Tigers hold their annual purple and gold scrimmage. And that's Wednesday night, 7:30 in the Assembly Center. Admission is free, and they'll get a chance to get some autographs from the players. Remember, that's Wednesday night, 7:30 at the Assembly Center, and it's free. You know, I was in the Army with Dale Brown at Fort Riley, Kansas. He's quite a character, and boy, he's got that LSU basketball team ready to go. Had the opportunity to spend a little time with one of the great freshmen, Jerry Reynolds, who was recruited by Dale. He said he was 6'2", and he showed up. When he showed up at LSU, he's 6'9½". He's going to be a point guard. That'd be interesting to see. But LSU is going to be right in the thick of the SEC, and right in the thick of possibly a 17-point lead is Juan Carlos Betanzos. It's up.
It's good.
And it's good. So LSU extends its lead to 17-0 with a 23-yard field goal.
Paul, let's see if the Bears go have his receivers fair catching this kickoff here with 5 seconds remaining. We'll get to see Betanzos with another kickoff, a looper.
Well, the first time I saw that was against Kentucky, Jimmy. They were using that high, short kickoff. It was going down to the 25-yard line. And one of the reasons they uses is Betanzos doesn't kick it really way deep in the end zone where there wouldn't be a return, so they've come up with this, and this is a new wrinkle in college football. I haven't seen this too much. Not too many people can do this.
Alabama fair caught one of the kickoffs earlier at the 25, Paul. Right. Let's see here. Oh, they'll squib this one.
Let's go out of bounds and they'll move it back. A little surprise there.
No time off of the clock because the ball was not touched in the field of play.
It cost him 5. And Alabama is yet to make a first down. Is that right? I don't believe that. I mean, that's a statistic we'll have to ask. I don't think Alabama, when's the last time Alabama's gone a half without a first down? I don't think a Bear Bryant team is ever going a half without a first down. And folks, that's 38 years. They've got 10 yards rushing. 10 yards passing. Check that. And that'll be the end of the first half. And what a first half it is for LSU as Juan Carlos Betanzos picks up his kicking tee and heads for the locker room with the rest of a very happy LSU Tigers. LSU 17, Alabama nothing. We'll be back.
The city on the river greets the morning with a smile. And all over town there are those who know how to live each day in style. The city in the morning sunlight, right before my eyes. It's a city of celebration, New Orleans. The more I'm here, the more I love you, New Orleans. I've watched you grow in a very special way. People together, working with pride, spreading old and new stand side by side. Spreading New Orleans sunshine all over America. Spreading New Orleans sunshine all over America.
The Whitney, a great bank for a great city. Let's look back on some famous do-it-yourselfers. Thomas Edison did it himself. Alexander Graham Bell certainly did. And of course, Henry Ford did. Men of great accomplishments, true do-it-yourselfers. Today, with high-priced auto repairs, Allstate Auto Supply knows you can do it yourself. You'll not only save money, but the job will be done the way you want it, because nobody can do it like you can. Allstate Auto Supply, where the number 1 stands for you. Allstate Auto Supply, the do-it-yourself and save stores.
10.9%. Banner has 10.9% financing on all new 82 Banner Chevrolets. How long has it been since you last saw new car financing at 10.9%?
Yesterday.
You could save up to $1,900 on financing, and couple that with Banner's low clearance prices.
I could save thousands of dollars.
10.9% at Banner.
We're back live, and here's the first half statistics, Jimmy. And when you take a look at this, we've asked the Alabama people to find out when is the last time Alabama has not made a first down in the first half. They don't know when. Look at that. No first downs in the first half for Alabama, as in the background, Bear Bryant looks on, and he's not too happy. Go ahead, Jimmy.
LSU has 10 first downs, Alabama none. Passing yardage, LSU 107, Alabama 22. Rushing yardage, LSU 55, Alabama only 10. Total of 32 yards for Alabama and 162 for LSU. Another interesting statistic here, they've had 4 fumbles and lost 3 of them. LSU's had 2 fumbles and lost 2. Those turnovers really hurt.
Turnovers for Alabama, as Jimmy said, have hurt. LSU has taken away 14 fumbles before coming into this football game, so they have really been an alert defensive football team. Time of possession, very important that first half. LSU had it 20 minutes plus Alabama 9 minutes plus. So it was a 2-to-1 ratio as far as LSU is concerned, and they'll be returning here.
Here's what we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Paul. Alabama averaging a little over 300 yards per game. LSU only allowing almost 60 yards per game, and that's been very true here in this first half in the favor of LSU.
Okay, Alabama's going to kick it away. Terry Sanders will do the kicking off for Alabama. Back deep, be Eric Martin, Gary James. LSU ranked second in the country on kickoff returns with 27.9 average. Deep. Martin's going to bring it out. He got over the 15-yard line and got up to the 17-yard line. A 17-yard return. And if you wonder when the last time LSU shut out Alabama, was way back in 1957. The gentleman sitting to my right, Jimmy Taylor, I think, was on that football team.
Yes, I was. I think Bear Bryant was the head coach at Texas A&M.
Last two LSU victories came in 69 and 70 when the then LSU coach Charlie McClendon became the only former Bryant player to defeat him twice. And that still stands. So here we go, 1st and 10. Fontenot in motion left. Gary James, running back. Risher around the left side. Got a couple. A little short of the 20-yard line.
I think we've got a flag on the play, Paul.
Eddie Lowe, the linebacker on the inside, making the stop. He's the #1 tackler for Alabama.
There's Risher on the sprint out, getting good blocking at the line of scrimmage.
This is a new wrinkle also, Jimmy, they put in this week. They put in that sprint rollout for LSU. Let's pick it up. This is against the Tigers. They're starting off the 5-yard penalty here. Man in legal motion. Cost him 5. 1st and 15. Boy, Risher had a great first half. 13 out of 16, 107 yards and 1 touchdown. He was sacked once. Gary James getting the start here in the second half with Mike Muntz. I wonder if anything's wrong with Hilliard. We do not have an injury report on Dalton Hilliard. James, here comes a reverse fake. Risher still got it. And he didn't get outside Rocky Colburn. Rocky Colburn, number 33, the weak side safety, wasn't fooled by the little fake reverse.
They're trying to spread Alabama all over the field here. Risher faking to his backs and rolling to his left there, and good coverage by Rocky Colbert there to stop Risher for a short gain. LSU 2nd and long situation.
Fontenot left. No, Eric Martin left, Fontenot right. Draw. Gary James is going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage by Jackie Klein. Inside defensive tackle. Lost a couple. 3rd and 12.
I think Bear Bryant gave, let's take a look here. 98 there following the play, picking up James just as he takes the football for about a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12 situation.
That's Jackie Klein, number 98, on the stop. So LSU in a passing situation here. Paul Horning along with Jimmy Taylor. Legion Field, Birmingham, Alabama. LSU a surprising 17-0 lead here. Risher on a draw. Mike Muntz got to the outside, trying to get a block. Alabama defense holds. LSU will have to punt it away. Clay Parker did an excellent job in that first half. 4 punts, 47.3 yards on his 4 punts. Kurt Gore doing the snaps, number 63. Had a couple low snaps in the first half. There's another one. Another one. Oh, they had the return on Jimmy. LSU.
He rushed the kick and it went out of bounds.
LSU really got a break there. Alabama, Kurt Gore is having a hard time with these center snaps. And Clay Parker rushed it a little bit. He really didn't have to rush it. There was no punt block on at all. So it was a short punt. He got it off the inside of his foot. 33-yard punt.
Let's take a look at the coverage here, the rush. The ball is dribbled back. Clay is retrieving it there. He drops it again.
So Alabama's got it first Real good field position inside the 50. Walter Lewis on the pitch. He gets it outside for the first time. And Alabama has its first down of the ball game. 13-yard pickup. 25 is Lenny Patrick. Lenny Patrick.
There's the ride to the fullback on the inside and the pitch by Walker. Patrick taking the ball. Good move downfield there. Giving Eugene Daniels a fake to the outside, picking up more yardage for the first down.
Back live, Alabama, first down. Patrick's got it again. He fights his way off the right side for 5. This crowd has come to life here, Birmingham. Law of averages has to catch up with you sometime.
I think the Bear probably had a good pep talk with his squad there at halftime.
It's the 4th-ranked rushing team in the nation, held without a first down in the first half. Ball's at the 30. Patrick goes in motion right, hands off inside to Moore. Moore got a couple, 3rd and 3. Bill Elko on the stop for LSU. Jesse Benders checks in for Joey Jones at the flanker.
Watch Williams move to the play there. He's covering the outside, and the ball was handed off up the middle.
All right, Benders comes to the bottom of your screen, flank left. Wishbone. They usually like to run that wishbone to the side of the flanker in 3rd and short. Here they come. They're trying to throw back the screen back to the weak side. Ricky Moore. And he slipped down on the far right side.
Rydell Melanson forcing him.
I think it was, yes it was, Eugene Daniel saved possibly a touchdown. Watch number 35, Eugene Daniel, come up and get Ricky Moore. There's 98, takes a shot, knocks him off balance.
Ramsey Dardar.
Ramsey Dardar saved a big play for LSU. Still, it's a first down, Alabama. Lewis out to the outside. Good coverage by LSU's defense. Al Richardson.
Lawrence Williams and Rydell Melanson forcing from the backside.
That's Williams and Richardson, your inside linebackers. And that's how you should play defense, folks.
Albert Richardson on the tackle.
Richardson, a senior from Baton Rouge. Lawrence Williams, a senior from Lake Charles. And this crowd comes a little bit more boisterous as Alabama has got its first real scoring threat of the afternoon. Lewis, quick pitch, good coverage. Boy, Tim Joyner, the senior from Baton Rouge, just deflected it away.
He was not fooled by the option there. Faking down the line, Lewis setting up. Joyner right in the path of number 83 there with Alabama, making the deflection.
Larry Brown, number 83, is a tight end. All Bear Bryant. 3rd down, 3rd and 8. They're going to do it again. Screen back to the right. He's in trouble. Larry Brown going to come up short of the first down. Jeffrey Dale on the stop. LSU's defense had the screen covered. They needed 8. They got 7.
This is rolling to one side, looking back to the screen the other way. Good coverage by the Tigers there. He's being chased by Lawrence Williams, getting the ball off there to
Larry Brown.
Brown, number 83, there in your picture.
Fourth down, they're going to go for it. First down. That's Craig Turner. Craig Turner is the short yardage back in that Alabama wishbone. He scored 11 touchdowns on the year. They bring him in on short yardage. This place is going crazy. Craig Turner right up the middle, good blocking. Steve Mott, the center from New Orleans. Willard Sissom on the right side, the right guard doing job. Alabama, first down. Patrick off the right side, he got a yard. Leonard Marshall on the stop for LSU.
It's going to get tough inside that 10-yard line, Paul. This Tiger defense will stiffen up. Hopefully we'll turn the tide back.
LSU in the first half completely controlled number 10, Walter Lewis. And that's really been the success. They just swarmed all over Alabama. That short punt, the short snap. Snaps really put LSU's defensive pressure on them in this ball game so far. Let's see what they come up. 2nd and 9. LSU's defense overshifts to the strong side, to the wide side of the field, which is to the bottom. Lewis got to the 5, running the option back into the short side. Walter Lewis, finest running quarterback in the SEC, maybe in the nation. He's got 551 yards rushing.
A little over a 5-yard average per carry, the leading rusher.
There's the offense huddling on the sidelines. They know they got to move the football when they get back in. 3rd down. Alabama's not going to go for 3 here. They're going to go try to make it. Here goes the counter option, and they're not going to make it. He fumbled. He fumbled. And LSU has it. This ball is still live.
Oh, they said LSU did not have control of the football before it went out of bounds, Paul. Lawrence Williams had a shot at it. Had a good chance to recover it. Let's follow it.
Tim Joyner, I think, forces the fumble. Here comes 34, Lawrence Williams. He hits the quarterback, and Tim Joyner's got him around the neck, Jimmy, and then it's a free-for-all.
The ball is free. LSU's got a couple of chances at it. Lawrence Williams has a good chance, does not retrieve possession of it.
31-yard field goal being attempted by Peter Kim. He's 6 out of 11. It's good. It's good. So Alabama is on the board. It's LSU 17, Alabama 3.
Hi, I'm Reggie Jackson. You know, I surround myself with the finest in classic cars. After all, I collect them. I also surround myself with something extra special in car audio. Panasonic car stereo with ambient sound. Unlike ordinary stereo, Panasonic ambience virtually surrounds me. Like I'm in a concert seat, not just a bucket seat. So listen to Reggie and listen to Panasonic ambience. That Reggie sound.
See the complete line of Panasonic car stereos at all stores. Soundtrack, king of the discounters.
Well, even the banks are charging 16 to 18%. The Quality Buick dealers can finance any new 1982 Buick in stock for 10.9%. 10.9%. A savings of over $1,200 if you're financing, say, $8,000 on a new Buick. That's after you make your best clearance sale deal. 10.9% and year-end prices on Electras, LeSabres, Centuries, Regals, Skylarks, and Skyhawks. While they last at 10.9% at your Quality Buick dealer.
We all need to wake up to the facts about efficient energy use. Although it's easy to overlook even the obvious when we're busy with other things, we should always be aware of using electricity and gas efficiently in our homes by finding ways to improve our energy use habits without changing our lifestyles. And perhaps our children won't have to worry as much about their energy future. Public Service wants you to get the most for your energy dollar.
The look is legend. Arnold Palmer. The brilliant drive. The fluent style. The flawless timing. The fearless charge. His game, power and precision. His play is classic. His timepiece, the Rolex Day-Date.
Rolex at Adler's. For over 3/4 of a century, New Orleans' fine jeweler.
Okay, after a 31-yard field goal by Peter Kim, Terry Sanders will put it in play for Alabama. Back deep, Gary James and Eric Martin on the return. This return combination ranks 2nd in the country. Kicks it way around to the left. It'll be Eric Martin at the 3. And He got it over the 20-yard line. Let's call it the 22, a 19-yard return. Now, it's very important here for the LSU offense to establish control of that football, Jimmy, because if the Alabama defense comes and holds it, that switch that momentum right back to Alabama here in the second half.
We saw the LSU coaches talking to Risher in the offensive group.
And I think, Jimmy, you're going to see Alabama blitz a lot more here in the second half. Risher back to throw, first down, screen to the right side. Dalton Hilliard. He fumbled it. He really got popped. He fumbled the football on the screen. Alabama's got it. Nope. LSU retains possession. Alabama thought they had it. They do have it. One referee motion that LSU had the football. Dalton Hilliard really got popped on that screen.
Let's take a look here, Paul. Risher's dropping back, drawing the Alabama defense to him, dropping the ball off to Hilliard there. Hilliard trying to pick up the blockers to the outside there, makes a move, cuts back to the inside. He's hit there, and the ball is out on the ground.
33 Rocky Colburn on the hit, and 34 Al Blue recovered for Alabama. So Alabama has a big break, 7:50 to go here, third quarter. Ball rests at the 28-yard line. Lewis. Into the end zone, touchdown. Walter Lewis, even though under pressure, a 28-yard pitch to Joey Jones. Joey Jones, the fastest member of Alabama's Crimson Tide. A corner pattern in the corner of the end zone. James Britt was covering. It was just a perfect pitch from Walter Lewis. And I'll tell you, LSU is very important now for them to move the football. This momentum, this red team, the Crimson Tide, this place has gone bananas. Peter Kim for the extra point. It's up, it's good. 7:43, halfway in the third quarter, and Alabama's fought back within 7.
To the outside there, and the ball's right on target there, just over the outstretched arms of James Britt there. What a fine pass. LSU back on the return. And it's a long kickoff. Gary James will take this 3 yards deep. Eric Martin coaches him to say stay in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So LSU has it. Scoring drive. I don't think you're 28 yards. First down after the turnover. Walter Lewis, touchdown pass to Joey Jones. So, Jimmy, instead of just a leisurely stroll in the park, we've got a ding-dong battle coming up now. Yes, LSU let them get back in it. Alabama, with their momentum here in the third quarter, has moved out with 10 points. First and 10. Risher's got to control it now. Screen right to the fullback, Mike Monts. Good call. And we got a first down. 14-yard pickup. Nice play calling. Al Blue on the stop. Alabama's hurt at strong safety. Tommy Wilcox, their All-American from Harahan, Louisiana. Take a look, Risher dropping back, faking the James to the inside there. Mont's out in the flat there, gets the ball to him, picking up, blocking downfield. Kevin Langsford making a fine block there. Plenty enough yardage for the first down.
As I was saying, Tommy Wilcox is out, strong safety. Jeff Sprinkle's replacement, he's also hurt. Al Blue, number 34, is really filled in great at strong safety. First down now, Risher going upstairs. Throws it out of bounds on purpose. Incomplete. Everybody was covered.
Trying to get the ball to Eric Martin now on a deep out pattern. Came back to take a look at Gary James there. He was covered, so he just threw it up in the sidelines there to the LSU bench.
15 out of 19, 128 yards. They've been tough, 128 yards also. All right. Gary James is checked in at the running back. Risher, big rush. Put the ball away. He's got the first down. Alan Risher showing why scrambling ability of a quarterback comes in handy. Russ Wood on the stop for Alabama. Not before Risher got the very important first down.
They came with the blitz there, the inside blitz. We'll see the
Bobby Jones.
The rush in there. Puts the ball away, picks up a couple of blockers up the field for the first down.
Big play by Alan Risher. First ball rests at the 45-yard line. A quick pump. He's going deep. Incomplete. Intended for Junius Doral. Intended for Junius Doral, the junior. I'll tell you, Junius gets he and Fontenot. Got to be in shape. They come in and out every play, I'll tell you.
I see Risher's pumping, looking, throwing to the inside there, and Durant just off the fingertips of the defender.
All right, we got a slot situation coming up. Both flankers are lined up to the left side, the left of Alan Risher. Second 10, Risher's going to throw it. A blitz is on, and Risher doesn't get away this time. The blitz. Eddie Lowe lost of 7 for LSU. Well, I thought LSU would come with the blitz, Jimmy, here in the second half, and here they come.
There's Randy Edwards coming around from the outside there on a twist, on a stunt situation there, and putting pressure on Risher. A big loss there, 3rd and 16 situation.
Third and 15. Over the middle, Martin, first down. Eric Martin, a beautiful post pattern. They needed 15, they got 20. Beautiful pitch by Alan Risher, and a beautiful move by Eric Martin.
Risher setting up there, good protection to the inside. Martin making his break and open on the inside there. Fine play there. LSU 13 first downs, Alabama 4.
First down. Gary James slips down. Picked up maybe 1, maybe 2. 26 yards rushing now for Gary. 11 carries. As the Bear watches. This LSU-Alabama series began in 1895. Annual affair since 1964. Bama has won 31, LSU 10. There's been 4 ties. Second down, let's call it 9. Risher. Alan Risher putting on quite a performance here in Birmingham. He turned a 4-yard loss into an 8-yard gain.
Let's take a look, Paul. Risher dropping back, faking to the inside, setting up. Good pressure there by Alabama. Giving a pump, making a move to the outside. Fine play there, just short of the first down.
LSU takes a timeout. They have a 7-point lead, 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. back live. LSU holding precariously to a 7-point lead. Jimmy, they got a big third down coming up. They need one.
They're in a situation ball at the 33-yard line, a little bit long for a field goal and a little bit short for a punt. So this would be a good situation for the first down. Pick it up.
Fontenot, motion left. They're going to go bombing, and he's in trouble. Well, I don't like that.
He was sprinting out looking to pass, Paul, and got forced. The Alabama defense.
3rd and 1, they should have taken it, Jimmy. With the momentum coming to Alabama here in the 3rd quarter, it seemed like they only needed about a yard. I thought maybe they'd buck it up in there and get the first down and control the football. Now they're going to play Parker's into punt. Georgia's taking a 7-0 first quarter lead over Florida. End over end. This will go into the end zone. It'll be brought back to the 20, and Alabama has it again.
Looks as though they were trying to go to the flat to one of LSU's running backs on a short pass to pick up the first down. He rolled to the left, and the Alabama defensive line put plenty of pressure on him for a big loss.
All right, Alabama has scored the last 2 times it's had hands on the football. They trail LSU by 7. 3:52 to go here, 3rd quarter. Pitch to Patrick. He fumbles the football.
This is going to be a toss back from Patrick back to Lewis, to Walter Lewis for a long pass down the sidelines. It didn't develop.
I want to tell you, Joey Jones was all by himself.
There's the pitch. Back to Patrick. He's trying to get the ball back to Lewis, who's dribbling it and fumbling it.
Yeah, but his knee was down. They ruled Lenny Patrick's knee was down. So they marked it back at the 16-yard line. So it's a loss of 5. Right up the middle to Ricky Moore. He's still on his feet, but he's down. Somebody had a hold of his jersey. I think it was Leonard Marshall, number 97.
We're looking at a 3rd and long situation here, Paul. Let's see what Walter Lewis has in store for the LSU Tigers. They've got it backed up. They could get good field position here. They hold the tide in this at this point.
Yeah, they're going to take out their tight end, Jay Grogan. They're going to have both their wide receivers in. Joey Jones and Jesse Bendros. Bendros flanked to the left, Joey Jones to the right. Out of the wishbone. Lewis. Lewis is still on his feet.
He runs through those arm tackles, Paul. He's picked up some good yardage there. Short of the first down.
And he needed 15 yards. Lawrence Williams on the stop for LSU. And Alabama will have to punt. Watch number 97, Leonard Marshall. Beats his man to the inside. Almost gets a sack. It's a missed tackle here coming up on Lewis. But he needed 15 yards, Jimmy. Way short. Here comes the punt. And Leifert Hobley lets it go, and it gets an Alabama bounce. Got a 14-yard bounce inside the 35-yard line. He's going to get credit for a 50-yard punt. So Malcolm Simmons comes out with the 50-yard punt, and LSU got it back once again. Pretty good field position. Ball rests at the 33-yard line. Minute 38 to go, 3rd quarter. James still your running back. Jesse Miles the fullback. James. Beautiful move for the first down by Gary James. 12-yard pickup. That's just natural running, folks. That's just knowing what to do when you got the football. James is still down on the sidelines.
I think he's got a leg cramp, Paul. The trainer's there pulling him to the sidelines there. He takes the ball and gives a move to the outside and breaks back inside of number 19 there.
Jeremiah
Castile. He's a leading interceptor, Paul. 7 interceptions this year. Fine defensive cornerback.
Beautiful move by James. It's a first down for the LSU Tigers. Risher again moves around to the right side, gets it off to his big tight end, Malcolm Scott, who's having his best day of the year, his 4th catch. Risher now, 18 out of 23 for 164 yards.
There's James on the sidelines there.
We still haven't got a report on Dalton Hilliard. He hasn't played much. He fumbled the ball on that great hit. We got really popped. But he hasn't played since then, Jimmy. And now it's Gene Lang is in at running back. And he misses the football. Gene Lang couldn't hold on.
Ball was right on target there, right in his hands.
Emmanuel King was on the coverage, number 92.
Sophomore from Leroy, Alabama.
Where LSU takes a timeout with 31 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
There's a place on your face that skincare forgot. Excel marks the spot. Skincare comes to your lips in a totally new kind of lipstick. Excel has vitamins and emollients to moisturize, plus special ingredients to protect and heal, so lips look better, lips feel better.
Lips are better.
Excel Bite Quencher in 20 deep caring colors for the place on your face that skincare forgot. Excel marks the spot.
I'll show you why a professional likes Reynolds quality plastic wrap. For starters, it handles like a dream. Next, try this test at home. Reynolds plastic wrap and the leading brand. Reynolds holds its shape better, and that gives Reynolds its super tight cling. Try wrapping both halves of an onion. Set your timer for 5 minutes and see for yourself. For better cling, try Reynolds quality plastic wrap. The plastic wrap professionals use.
Double your savings now at Royal O's with closeout prices, plus the amazing 10.9% APR financing on the full line of over 100 new 82 Oldsmobiles, including the fabulous Cutlass and a number of demonstrators. Not only will you save on price, but you'll save an additional $1,200 to $1,700 with 10.9% as compared to 16 to 18% APR financing. Hurry to Royal O's for the bargain of your life.
That's my McDonald's. We've been going to McDonald's, I think, probably since we were 5 years old. The drive-thru is wonderful. I guess there's a saying, there's truth in numbers. When you see on the sign over 40 billion served, you gotta know it's good. Otherwise, that many people wouldn't have come to McDonald's.
McDonald's food is always good.
That's my McDonald's.
McDonald's is bringing back the good old days. This Saturday and Sunday, you can get our regular hamburger for only 29 cents at all participating McDonald's restaurants.
Okay, we're back live. 31 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and LSU has taken its 2nd timeout as we watch Gary James being worked on the sidelines. I think Dalton Hilliard has an injury, and James, of course, has got leg cramps, as Jimmy said. And Gene Lang, the junior from Pass Christian, Mississippi, is in at the running back. Jesse Miles, your fullback, and Richard needs 4. He's got time over the middle to Eric Martin. And depending on where they put the football, they got the 1st down. Clock's going to run down to end the 3rd quarter, and I think LSU's got the 1st down.
Real key catch there by Eric Martin. A little quick pattern to the inside there. Risher right on target.
LSU is going to be content. I think Alan Risher is looking up at the scoreboard as he watches the clock go down. So LSU goes for its 15th 1st down. That's what Alan, he wants it to go down. Eric Martin now has caught 3 for 47 yards. Well, we have the end of the 3rd quarter here at Legion Field. LSU leads 17 to 10.
Truckers, don't let a parts problem put you on the sidelines.
Fleet Parts and Equipment, locally owned and operated, has all your parts needs in stock for fast and efficient service. Fleet Parts and Equipment carries the top national brands that provide maximum performance and minimum downtime. Being a warehouse distributor, Fleet has the right part at the right price and also complete shop services to get you back on the road again. To keep driving your profits up, see Fleet Parts and Equipment.
Well, even the banks are charging 16 to 18%. The Quality Buick dealers can finance any new 1982 Buick in stock for 10.9%. 10.9%. A savings of over $1,200 if you're financing, say, $8,000 on a new Buick. That's after you make your best clearance sale deal. 10.9% and year-end prices on Electras, LeSabres, Centuries, Regals, Skylarks, and Skyhawks. While they last at 10.9%. At your Quality Buick dealer.
We may not get snow like this in the deep south, but we do get freezing temperatures. We may not have a desert, but our weather gets hot enough to cause you and your car to boil. That's why Allstate Auto Supply recommends Peak Antifreeze and Coolant. Whether your car is old or new, Peak Antifreeze and Coolant keeps it warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Peak Antifreeze and Coolant, on sale at Allstate Auto Supply, where the number 1 stands for you. Allstate Auto Supply, the do-it-yourself and save stores.
At Caruth Mortgage, we make things easy.
This kitchen is perfect. Plenty of room.
Lots of light up here.
I love all these closets.
Plenty of room to hang your stockings.
George. So can we make an offer today?
Yep, we pre-qualified at Caruth. They got lots of mortgage money for young home buyers and let you qualify in advance.
Hey, we could close in this patio.
Caruth will bet you $1 they can qualify you to buy a home too. Come in and talk to us.
Okay, we're back. Paul Horning along with Jimmy Taylor here from Legion Field. Alabama's fought back with 10 third-quarter points to pull within 7. LSU needs to put some points on the board here as we begin the fourth quarter.
And we've got both of the freshman running backs on the sidelines, Paul. Hilliard and James both look to have some type of injuries. We don't know. Gene Lang in the ballgame, a replacement for him.
First down. Pitches it around the left side. I guess that was Gene Lang. I didn't catch the number. That's Gary James. He's back in, Jimmy. Gary James is off the bench starting here at the fourth quarter, and that's good news for LSU. Here comes Herman Fontenot in with the play. How about this for a score? Notre Dame 31, Pittsburgh 16, fourth quarter. Georgia leads Florida in the second quarter, 14-0. So give James about 2, 2nd and 8. And Richard will probably go upstairs. Here he goes. Post pattern. Beautiful catch by Fontenot. Check that. I think that's it.
Malcolm Scott, I think.
Malcolm Scott. Jeremiah Castile on the coverage. He picked up 10. And what a game Malcolm Scott, the senior from New Orleans, is having, Jimmy. Here he is.
Goes down the field, drives the safety back there, and cuts to the outside. Good coverage there by the Alabama. Just hits him as the ball gets there.
Beautiful body control, Jimmy, by Malcolm Scott then. He turned his body back to the inside and shielded a possible interception. So Risher continuing to have a super afternoon here at Legion Field. He's on target, right up the middle. That's Jesse Miles. He got a couple. One score would look like $1 million right now for the LSU Tigers.
They've got a drive going. They've got to sustain it, keep the football, keep the defensive team off the field.
No mistakes, no turnovers, or we get a good look at the staff of LSU on the sideline. Jerry Stovall looking for his first win over Bear Bryant. Double wing. Risher saved the sack, picked up 3. Looked like he was going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Was trying to hit Martin on a post. He was covered.
I think that was a automatic or checkoff. It took quite a while for him to change the play at the line of scrimmage there. A lengthy time there, and it was covered. Alabama responded to it and covered it. Risher had to tuck it away and pick up a couple yards on the play.
The game's played here in Birmingham. LSU is 2 wins, 8 losses, and a tie. LSU's only 2 wins coming in 1970 and 1909. Big third down for the Tigers. A quick pitch around the right side. Good cut. Good first down by Gary James. What a run.
James was hit behind the line of scrimmage, Paul. He broke the tackle, saw daylight, and cut to the inside there. Let's see if we've got a...
That's just great instinctive running, Jimmy. A 14-yard pickup. Rocky Colburn on the stop, and James looks down. I think he's wondering if those cramps are going to come back. But what a 14-yard run for the first down.
Here's the play here, Paul. Clint Berry making a fine block in there, number 31, taking a swing at him. Couldn't handle James behind the line of scrimmage.
James now with 43 yards rushing, and they've been tough. James again in the middle, and he got 3 tough ones again. Alabama, the pride possessor of 6 national champions under Bear Bryant here at Alabama. 61, 64, 65, 73, 78, 79. Alan Risher right now at the controls of an offense. He's accounted for 215 yards in total offense this afternoon. LSU wins, and he's not the back of the week. I'll eat this microphone. James going to be forced out of bounds. And a little bit too heavy by Jeremiah Castile. He didn't have to chase him 10 yards out of bounds.
Ball's going to be placed at the 9-yard line. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Earl Curtis is in the ball game, the other tight end. LSU going with 2 tight ends.
Aha! They did call him. And Bear Bryant doesn't like that. That's a very stupid penalty by Jeremiah Castile, who ranks 2nd in the nation in interceptions with 7.
That'll be half the distance to the goal line. At the 4-yard line. Ball was at the 9 where he was hit.
An automatic first down, too. Our final, Notre Dame has beaten number 1 ranked Pittsburgh 31-16.
That was a case there, Paul, where James was out of bounds. He took to the sidelines and went out on his own, was not forced. And Castile making a very foolish play there and giving up good yardage for LSU and bad yardage for Alabama. Ball on the 4.5-yard line.
I checked that. I said it's an automatic first down. They still got the sticks, 3rd down. It was a dead ball foul, so it's not a first down. James, he's not going to get the first down here. And that's going to bring on Juan Carlos Betanzos. Be like an extra point. They've got it right almost in the middle. And this field goal puts LSU up by more than 1 touchdown. That's the importance of this one. They'd love to got that first down. Jimmy Bird a hold. Carlos put it down. Let's call it the 10-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard field goal. Perfect. LSU comes in with a 20-yard field goal to extend its lead to 10. LSU 20, Bama
10. The service has pace, explosive power. Vitas Gerolitis, Roscoe Tanner. Their tournament play is fast, hard, brilliant, in strategy, in timing. Their style is center court, incomparable, like their timepiece, the Rolex Datejust.
Rolex at Adler's, for over 3/4 of a century, New Orleans' fine jeweler.
Hi, I'm Reggie Jackson. You know, I surround myself with the finest in classic cars. After all, I collect them. I also surround myself with something extra special in car audio. Panasonic car stereo with ambient sound. Unlike ordinary stereo, Panasonic ambience virtually surrounds me, like I'm in a concert seat, not just a bucket seat. So listen to Reggie and listen to Panasonic ambience. That's Reggie sound.
See the complete line of Panasonic car stereos at all stores. Soundtrack, king of the discounters.
We're beside ourselves with excitement at the two great Pontiac dealers, Superior and Peretti, because right now you'll get the buy of your life. Make a really great deal on any car in stock, including Bonneville's, Grand Prix, and even Trans Ams. Then save hundreds more with GMAC 10.9% financing. That's right, 10.9% interest on any 82 model. But hurry, offer ends December 31st at your full-value Pontiac dealers. Peretti in Metairie, Superior on the West Bank. We sell excitement.
There's a place on your face that skincare forgot. Excel marks the spot. Skincare comes to your lips in a totally new kind of lipstick. Excel has vitamins and emollients to moisturize, plus special ingredients to protect and heal, so lips look better, lips feel better.
Lips are better.
Excel by Quencher in 20 deep caring colors for the place on your face that skincare forgot. Excel marks the spot.
Okay, we're back. 10:41 to go, fourth quarter. Juan Carlos Betanzos will kick it up. He'll aim it to his right. Number 44, Craig Turner, the sophomore from Gaithersburg, Maryland, will be over, probably on the return or a fair catch. We've seen him kick them high. Gives that LSU special teams a chance to get under the kick. They have fumbled one in the first half. LSU got it back. Got a field goal out of it. Here it is again. There's that shark. There's a fair catch made at the 23-yard line. Fair catch made by Jeff Fagan, number 35. So it doesn't look too good, Jimmy, but the results now that I've gotten a little bit more look at it, I like it.
It's very effective. They give them the ball at the 24-yard line. They're satisfied that that's not great field position, and LSU's content. It's a good play.
And it doesn't give them a chance to run it all the way back on it. So here we go, Alabama. The dangerous one, Joey Jones, is flanked to the right, out of the wishbone. Alabama in the past always gotten hurt when they play from behind. They have to go upstairs. They hand it off inside. Jeff Fagan. 9-yard pickup. Check that. That was not Fagan. That was number 26, Ricky Moore. Ricky Moore, sophomore. James Britt on the stop. Picked up 9, Jimmy. Jay Grogan, the tight end, goes flank to the left. They got the first down. Joe Carter, Jeffrey Dale on the stop.
Had some fine blocking in there at the line of scrimmage, Paul.
Go ahead.
They're putting some holes in that Tiger defensive line here in this fourth quarter. 10 minutes remaining in this football game.
Now what LSU has done is put the pressure right squarely on the Crimson Tide's back, Jimmy. They trail by 10 points. It's under 10 minutes to play. One turnover now, one drastic mistake, and it could be just curtains for the Alabama team. There goes a home run. Jones. Lifford Hobley, number 29, almost intercepted. Jones had beat James Britt to the inside. They had him double covered inside out. But I'll tell you one thing, the speedster Joey Jones, they've clocked him at 4.42 in the 40, so he could fly. He was open for 6. Lewis couldn't get it to him. Second down. That's the kind of play he gives the coaches gray hairs on the sidelines. Wishbone slot right. In motion left. Counter option. Look at the pursuit by number 92, Tim Joyner. Great quickness by Tim Joyner from the offside.
From the opposite side of the field, Paul, he chased him. The option wasn't fast enough. He reverses out, rides his fullback, and Joyner's got the chase on him and makes the tackle there. About a 3-yard loss there. Puts Bama in a 3rd and 13 situation.
Well, Joyner's going to be a great pro, Jim. He's got the good size. 6'4", 230, the senior from Baton Rouge. There's Walter Lewis, 12 carries, 16 yards.
Minus 16.
Minus 16. We said at the top of the show, they could contain him. It'd be a good afternoon. So far, so good. Lewis. feet, but LSU's defense too much.
He's dropping straight back here. He's got pressure. He's backing up. He's trying to find a receiver, being chased by Tim Joyner. He's trying to get some blockers there.
Ricky Moore did nothing. Number 26, a poor play by the fullback. Looked like he didn't want a part of anything. They'll have to punt it away. Malcolm Simmons really got his left foot into this. Hobley back at the 10. And he'll go down right about there. No, got up to the 15. Those are all extra yards that kid fought for. 49-yard punt and 9-yard return by Hobley. Clifford Hobley.
He moves to his left there. He's almost lost his footing. He's trying to pick up some blockers. The containment by Alabama is awfully good. He sees an opening there. Comes up the field there, picking up big yardage on his own. Carrying an Alabama tackle there, number 41 for Alabama. Jimmy Watts.
With the 10-point lead now, Jimmy. 8 minutes to go. They'll try to keep it on the ground and get some first down. Gene Lang. Gene Lang called upon and once again this afternoon to fill in. Dalton Hilliard has not seen but maybe 1 or 2 plays here in the second half. James, a beautiful 14-yard run. The last series set up with Tonzo's field goal to extend that lead to 10. And now we got Gene Lang in a slot situation here. Second down and 2. No doubt they'll give it to the fullback here.
I don't think he picked up the first down, Paul. I think he's going to be a little bit short. That's the dive. Just about a foot short.
Need a first down here. It takes off another minute and a half of the clock if they get the first down.
7 minutes remaining on the clock. LSU 20, Alabama 10.
Out of the eye. Quarterback sneaking for the first down. Nope. They should have listened to me, Jimmy. They had a mix up in the back. Now they got to punt it away. Now they got to punt it. Gene Lang probably went the wrong way.
Let's take a look here. Number 31 in the center there, going under the blocker there of Mike Gambrell. Really upsetting the play. A confusion in the backfield with Lang and Risher.
Watch the punt block now. They've had trouble. Get it away. Hurry up. Boom. All right. Got it away. It's going to be a short kick. And Alabama's going to have it in fine field position about their own 40-yard line. 32-yard punt. Clay Parker's really been pressured today, kicking. So the times are dwindling down for the Alabama Crimson Tide. LSU holding on to that 10-point lead. Greg DeBrock has checked in. Tim Joyner did such an outstanding job in that last drive, giving him a break. Greg DeBrock, senior from Franklin, in now at 1 linebacker. Lewis pitches it out. Patrick got 9. Rydell Melanson on the stop. See where they're marking.
Walter riding the fullback to the inside, pitching back to Patrick, taking the ball, good blocking, chased by the Tigers there.
You know this, Jimmy. Let me ask you a question. This is one thing. If I were a coach, I don't know why they wouldn't go into a 2-minute drill right here, because they'd need 2 scores. And teams never get anxious till they get down to 2 or 3 minutes. Lewis. Complete to Jesse Bedros. Jesse Bedros. First catch of the afternoon. 12-yard pickup, first down. That'll stop the clock till they move the chains.
There was a case here, Paul. He's chased, there's pressure on him. He picks up Bedros there, coming back to the inside. That was not his primary receiver. He came back to him, his secondary receiver, enough for the first down.
That's Jesse Bedros' second catch of the afternoon for 20 yards. Well, they're tied with the first down. Lewis Watch out, he got killed. Bill Elko, did he knock the ball loose? LSU could have it, and they do.
I think Greg Dubrock recovered it. Hobley was in on the play.
And Bear Bryant looking along the sidelines. Jimmy doesn't like it at all. And it was big Bill Elko, the senior for Windber, Pennsylvania, who got Lewis from the blind side, and he fumbled the football. And that's a big key stat right there. 7 fumbles for Alabama, and they've lost 4. 3 fumbles by Walter Lewis.
LSU's also had 3 fumbles and lost all 3.
So LSU can stay unbeaten. All they need is a couple of first downs now. And the LSU Tigers will go back home to Baton Rouge. And I'd like to be on the campus today. I'll bet that Assembly Hall back home in Baton Rouge is going crazy right about now. No fumbles. James to the midfield. Picked up 2 or 3.
Curtis checking into the ball game there, number 81. Earl Curtis, 2 tight ends. Martin coming out.
Gary James now, the eye back. Clock moving. 2nd down. Gary James gets to the outside. Don't go out of bounds. Don't go out of bounds. He'll learn that. He's only a freshman. Should have turned it upfield and stayed in bounds, kept that clock moving.
4:16. They'll go to a 3rd and 2 situation here. James is hurt on that play. He's coming to the bench there.
He's got the cramps again, Jimmy. I never had cramps in my life. I never had any muscles in my legs.
James, 18 carries for 53 yards. He's been the workhorse today against this tough Alabama defense.
3rd and 2. Risher going to come up a little sharp. Alan Risher, a little roll out there. They do a little trap on the outside. Risher's cut back inside for a couple of first downs today. So we take a look at the linebackers for Alabama.
Robbie Jones is eyeballing Risher there and gets an arm on him, number 97. That's a sprint out. That's a play they put in for, especially for Alabama. It's been effective.
Well, he's got a couple of first downs. He almost got a big first down.
It's very close. It is enough.
Holy mackerel, look at Risher. He is happy. By the skin of his teeth, he got the first down. And of course, in all those kind of situations, Jimmy, it's just a referee. Wherever, it's a judgment call of wherever he feels it is. And as we look at Gary James on the sidelines being administered, he's got the cramp in his right side.
Martin coming out. They're going back with a 2 tight end offense here. Curtis in.
And barring a miracle, Bear Bryant's not going to get number 323. Gene Lang got to the 40. Clock running. 3:40. So we hope you enjoyed the game back home in Baton Rouge, and I know you did. A 10-point lead, but LSU select event brought it to you. If you like it, write us a letter. If you don't, write us a letter anyway and tell you what you don't like about it. We'll listen. Look at this. Look at this. Mike Monks. Big Mike. Lutcher, Louisiana.
Take a look here, the quick trap there. Mike Turner making the trap, breaking Montz loose there for a nice power driving run by Mike Montz for the first down. Ball at the 27-yard line.
So Alabama, once again, has showed you if they get behind, they're not that great a football team. It's tough for an Alabama team to come from behind without the passing attack. But they pass the ball well when they're ahead. Isn't that strange?
Well, they rely on their rush so much, Paul. They're number 4 in the nation, a little over 300 yards rushing. And once they get behind, and they can't stay with the rush.
Also, hope you enjoyed the game at New Orleans Superdome. They have have a sneaking suspicion you might be able to see him again. We watch the clock continue to tick down. This LSU team keeps winning. Next week, we'll be in Starkville, Mississippi. Mississippi State. Second down. Gene Lang almost gets to the 20. This could be the first win over Alabama since 1970. Let's take a 30-second break now. We've got a timeout on the field.
Your public service bill. Like other bills, it's not something you look forward to. But learning what it represents will give you a better understanding of the value of your dependable electric and gas service. Your meters record exactly how much electricity and gas you've used. Then trained meter readers record the amount used since the previous reading. Your bill is merely a statement of the cost of the comforts, conveniences, and pleasures these services have brought you. Would you like to know more about your service bill and how to read your own meters? Call us for this free pamphlet.
Hard-working GMC trucks are always a great buy that deliver more solid American-made value every day. But right now, you get even more. Deep South GMC truck dealers are going all out to put you on GMC wheels. They're making really great deals. And now you save hundreds of dollars more with GMAC 10.9% financing on every 82 model in stock. You not only get more truck, you save more too at your nearby Deep South GMC truck dealers. Trucks are what we're all about.
We're witnessing something that hasn't happened since 1970. Jerry Stovall was still with the St. Louis Cardinals. Alan Risher was in the 4th grade. And that is LSU beating Alabama. Where were you? You were trying to steal some money from the Saints about that time, weren't you? 1970?
You're right, Paul. little less than 2 minutes. LSU 20, Bama 10.
All right, under 2. Risher. Gene Lang.
I think it's James back in the ball game, Paul.
Was it James?
We've got the yellow pom-poms. The Tigers are starting to celebrate here with less than a minute and a half to play.
I beg your pardon, that was Gene Lang. Gene Lang running the football.
James is on the sidelines there, tending to the cramps that he's had here in the second half.
A good shot of downtown Birmingham. And it'll be painted in purple and gold tonight. I tell you, the merchants here in Birmingham, they love when LSU comes to town in Birmingham because all the restaurants are full. There's Jerry on the sidelines, and boy, he's got to be a wonderfully happy man right about this time. I'm going to talk to Alan Risher now. We've got a 4th down.
1 situation. The Bear Bryant there on the sidelines, very upset and disturbed. Very unhappy with his performance of his football team this afternoon.
I want to tell you something. They came into this game ranked 4th in the nation in rushing offense with an average 300 yards plus. Today, the LSU defense has been superb for the 3rd straight week. They have held Alabama to 45 yards rushing. Unbelievable. Here we go, 4th down. They just want to continue to run that clock. 1st down, sayonara, folks. Gene Lang, 1st down. Almost 6 points.
Tremendous blocking on that right side of that LSU line. Langsford, Smith, and Malcolm Scott. They've got the 2 tight ends in there, Paul, with that short yardage offense. Timeout, Alabama. Here's the play. Lang looking back to the inside there and busting in there for the 1st down. Eddie Lowe getting an arm on him in there, number 57.
Lang's picked up 21 yards today and 6 carries. There's the Golden Girls, and boy, do they put on a show. I tell you, LSU band was just sensational here at halftime. And the Golden Girls are always sensational.
We got a minute 40 remaining. Stovall talking to Risher there on the sidelines. You think they'd like to push it in one more time for a touchdown?
No. There's Bear Bryant. They just like to have how about 3 or 4 runs?
Just to run the clock out.
But the players would like to score. See, coach can't control that. It's the fabled checkered hat. Bear Bryant. Mont straight up the middle. Got to the 10. Georgia held Florida on the 1-yard line. They still lead 14-0. And LSU will definitely move up in the polls next week. They were ranked in what, number 10 in the AP that last week?
11th in the UP.
Yeah, they're going to move up now. This game, it will be history in 1 minute. Gene Lang swarmed under at the 10-yard line.
Stan Gay, the cornerback, got an arm on him early behind the line of scrimmage. He fought back. Risher being very deliberate, taking plenty of time there. 40 seconds remaining in this ball game.
Risher loves it. What a day Risher has had. Alan Risher is 20 out of 26 unofficially for 182 yards. He's also rushed the football for 36 yards on 13 carries. Gene Lang got 3 more. 18 seconds.
I don't think they need to run another play. Risher and the Tigers.
LSU will go to a major bowl. Alan Risher. There it is. It runs out. And LSU runs its record to 7-0-1. Undefeated in the conference. Undefeated once tied. And now they can get a miracle from Florida. Wake up tomorrow and LSU would be number 1 in the SEC.
Certainly would.
Jimmy, nobody would believe that LSU at the beginning of the year would be undefeated. Look at Jerry Stovall. You think he's not happy? Look at him hug the players. Can you believe that LSU is still undefeated?
Jerry has the game ball there in his left arm as a token of a souvenir. What a wonderful feeling Stovall has now with his football team.
And there's Bear Bryant, as he always does, congratulating the opposing players. And I'm looking down here to the left, Jimmy. Got to be 10,000 LSU fans. Look at the pom-pom. They are going crazy. The LSU fans have traveled all the way up here to watch this match. Have got their money's worth this afternoon.
They put on a display of football this afternoon. The LSU defense played beautiful football, flawless in the first half.
LSU has upset Bama 20-10. We'll be back.